Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to go ahead and play some Rakdos Phoenix. I like to call the deck Buried Phoenix. And we will break down the deck tech and try to play some games on the ladder and see if we can rank up. It's been a good minute since I started doing the streaming. It's been probably over a year. So bear with me. Let me get my bearings, all that good stuff. And let's see if we can't have some fun. Okay? We are going to start off with the deck tech. So Buried Phoenix. It's been one of my favorite decks to play. We're going to use 4 Mishra's Bauble. Okay? It's an artifact, 0 mana, so you might as well play it. And it allows you to look at the top card of the other player's or target player's library. So we get to see what we're going up against and kind of make some educated decisions on, how we're going to move forward. We could also draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep. So it's a little mana accelerant, so it kind of replaces itself. But cool thing about it, and this is the main reason that anyone plays it in a Phoenix deck, is because it triggers Delirium for a Dragon Rage Channeler. Dark Ritual, playset, form. So 1 black mana, we get to create 3 black mana. There's no reason why we wouldn't want to play that. It's a bonkers card. Reanimate. I'm not sure what the right number is for this card. I might drop it down to 1, but we're playing 2 right now. It gives you some staying power if they're doing some sort of graveyard hate. If we lose our Phoenixes, we want to be able to have other options. And so this is a perfect way for us to go ahead and dig into their graveyard, or even use it to recur something like Dragon Rage Channeler, or maybe we just need 1 Phoenix and we don't have enough spells to bring them back from the graveyard. We can use Reanimate to search that up. 3 Thoughtseize, 1 mana, look at their hand, discard a non-land card from it, lose 2 life. It's a good way to mitigate some of the threats. I've used it against counter spells to take them out, or removal. Plus, it kind of lets you see what you're working it or playing into, and it triggers Phoenix. 4 Dragon Rage Channeler. It's a playset, 1 mana. Got Delirium. So if I have 4 different card types in my graveyard, I can give him +2/+2 of flying. He attacks every turn, making him a 3/3, which it's a great card. Good way to optimize my threats. Plus, it has Survey 1, so I can take things that I don't need, dump them in the graveyard whenever I cast a spell. Faithless Looting. You don't have a Phoenix deck without Faithless Looting. And just draw 2 cards, discard 2. It moves you forward in the game, allows you to dump out your Phoenixes that are in your hand, and it's got flashback, and because it's a spell, it triggers Phoenix. 4 Lightning Bolts as removal, or to just close a gap when we need that extra oomph to finish a game off. 1 mana instant speed, 3 damage to any target. 3 Strike at Rich. This is another one that I might change the number of copies. It's 1 mana to trigger Arclight Phoenix and get a created treasure token, so it essentially replaces itself. You can flashback it for 3 if you need it. I started off with a Grixis shell, but I realized blue wasn't adding much, and I wanted to be able to do Bloodghast more consistently. So 2 mana, play Bloodghast. It's a 2/1. Nothing phenomenal about this card in that regard. It can't block, but if they have less than 10 life, he now has haste. And the cool part is he does really well against control decks, because all you have to do is drop a land and you can recur Bloodghast. And sometimes that's all you need to be able to finish the game off. This is why I went with the Rakdos shell. Obviously, we're running the 4 Arclight, flying haste, 3/2, 4 mana. You never really want to hard cast it if you don't have to. Dump them into your graveyard, cast 3 or more instant or sorcery spells, and return them to the battlefield. Swinging. Buried Alive. This card is bonkers in a Phoenix deck. Yeah, it sucks that it's 3 mana, but whenever you cast it, you get to search up 3 creature cards from your graveyard or from your deck, and dump them into your graveyard, and then shuffle. So an ideal hand would be like turn you got all these cards, turn one drop a Dragon Rage Channeler, or turn two you put your second land down, you Dark Ritual into Buried Alive, dump 3 Phoenixes, and then Faithless Looting or something, Lightning Bolt, anything, it doesn't really matter. Recur 3 Phoenixes, swing for 9. Okay. A lot of people scoop after that. Some changes I would make to the deck if I had more wild cards would be dumping these Blazemire Verge and replacing them more with Rakdos Theater, having the ability to survey, and it's a Swamp Mountain, so it triggers Dragon Skull Summit and can be searched up with Bloodstained Mire. That's what I would do. That would be the only real changes besides maybe the Strike It Rich or Reanimate, swapping them. So let's get into it. I play best of one, so I don't really need a sideboard. I like them for fast-paced games because I do have kids that sometimes interrupt the stream and games and all that kind of stuff. So we will check it out. I think I'm live. Again, I haven't streamed in who knows how long, so I don't even know if I'm actually live on all these channels. I'm trying to start off with Kick, but it looks like I am not live on Kick or Twitch. Or YouTube. Maybe YouTube. I gotta check the live. Nope. So, I don't know. Let's check out Facebook. Rakdos Theater. Faithless Looting. Alright, Bloodstained Mire. Activate. I don't have any good options here. Not the best hand. I think right now we'll just drop a Bloodghast and start swinging in. Got a Blood Crypt, Inner Tapped, another Bloodghast. And we're going to concede, and I'm going to try to work this thing out